You might have to toss out some flowers, but here's an old secret from Africa that'll keep your food cool when your refrigerator won't. In the world we live in, it's hard to imagine going for days, weeks, or even months without refrigeration. But with a little bit of ingenuity, a couple of pots and some sand, I've got a makeshift refrigerator, or at least as close as you're gonna get to one without power. It's called a zeer pot, and it has origins in Africa. When it comes to the pots, you need two different sizes because they're gonna be nested like this right here. But we're gonna start by filling the bottom of the larger pot with sand. You want to put in just enough so the pot rims will be level when you nest them. Then you want to fill up the space around the smaller pot with more sand. All right, now it's time for our magic ingredient, water. All I want to do is pour enough water in this sand to completely saturate the inside. The concept of this zeer pot is really simple. It works exactly like our body. You know how when you sweat and that sweat evaporates, it cools down our body? Well, it's the same thing here. When we pour water into this big pot, it's important that this larger pot is a porous ceramic because it's gonna saturate through. That moisture is gonna evaporate from that pot, and then everything on the inside becomes a little cooler. You see how I have this pot propped up on two bricks? That's really important because it allows airflow to go underneath of the pot as well. Now it's time to put in whatever I want to cool down. In this case, a couple of vegetables and some cheese. We finish this pot off with a wet towel so that we get some of the evaporation on top of this pot as well. As long as you keep adding water to a makeshift zeer pot like this, it's gonna keep your items cooler until the power comes back on.